right. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Elaine Christian with the City of West Palm Beach Office of Sustainability, and we are excited to talk about your water footprint today. If you have any questions during the presentation, please drop them in the chat box and we'll have Q&A at the end. Keep in mind that if you like today's program, we have many more scheduled. You can always visit wpb.org/green to view our upcoming programs. I will also be sending out a follow-up email after today's presentation, which will include the recording in case you'd like to share it or watch it again. And also the email will include any important links or resources mentioned today. And now let's dive right into our water footprint. So fresh water is vital to life, but as the world's population grows, so does its use of water. It takes water, a lot of it, to produce food, to make energy, and to manufacture consumer products. This is what's known as virtual water, and it's important to do an assessment of water patterns at different levels of water use. So your indoor water use, your outdoor water use, and also your virtual water use. These footprints give everyone a solid frame of reference that helps the world be more efficient and sustainable with water use. By understanding our water footprints, we can appreciate the role water plays in everyone's lives. So now let's get started figuring out our water footprint. And we have Unique with us today, who is going to help share her information in her water use so we can get an idea of what a water footprint really looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here. So we are using our water footprint calculator today. So it's watercalculator.org. There are many other water calculators out there, so it's really just your preference of which one you'd like to use. We really like this one because it's going to calculate her indoor water use, her outdoor water use, and also virtual water use. And then at the end, we're going to go over some tips of things that maybe she can do to improve. So Unique, hi, thanks for joining us.
Hi everyone.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, so first question is, how many people are in your household?
Well, we have 4. So I have my husband and 2 little ones. That's 2 and 4. So.
All right, so we have 4 people. And you'll see as we go through this calculator is really easy to use. So our next question is, how long is the average shower in your household? So realistically speaking.
I would say just realistically about 11 to 15, just to be on the safe side.
All right, do you have low flow shower heads installed?
Yes.
Okay. And if you don't know, if you're watching today and you don't know if you have a low flow shower head, we're actually going to go over some devices at the end that can help you determine whether or not your shower head is a low flow or not. All right, so she does have low flow shower heads. What about baths? Do you take any baths?
The little ones, they do. So it's about 2 baths a day per day.
Okay. And next, how long do you leave your bathroom faucets running each day?
Say about 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay. So this is, and remember, this is for the entire household, including brushing your teeth and for shaving. So 5 to 10?
Yeah.
Okay. And you guys can see over here on the left bottom corner. So it's going to calculate her water use as we go through these questions. All right. Do your bathroom sinks have low flow faucets?
Yes.
Okay. And again, we'll go over at the end how to determine this. And do you let it mellow? So this can be, I don't know if everyone knows what let it mellow is. I won't go into too much detail here, but kind of can remember the saying, if it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down. So do you let it mellow?
No.
All right, it is our personal preference.
Yes.
So we'll go with no. Do you have low flow toilets?
Yes. And I actually checked our toilets and they're like a 1.28.
And where did you find that information?
I think I found it on the back part of the toilet. So
Okay. So a
yeah.
lot of toilets will have a stamp, it's either an ink stamp or it may be just stamped right into the the actual material of the toilet, like the porcelain.
Yeah.
So you can find it in it depending on the toilet. It can be in a number of different places, but it's always going to be there somewhere. So you may have to just do a little detective work there. Okay, so you said yes.
Yes.
Okay. And how long do you leave the kitchen faucet running each day? So this is again for the entire household, including everything but washing dishes.
Oh, let's say 5 to 20 minutes to be on the safe side.
Okay.
Reserves.
Does your kitchen sink have a low flow faucet?
Yes.
Okay. How do you wash your dishes? So I know sometimes we wash dishes maybe multiple ways, so we can pick all that apply here.
All right. So I will say with my own hands and a water energy efficient dishwasher. So I use both.
Okay. And how many loads do you wash with your hands every day?
Let's go with minimum of 3 loads a day.
Okay. And what about dishwasher use?
I like to let my dishwasher run about once a week just to kind of cycle it because majority of the time we do wash our dishes with our hands.
Okay. So we're moving right along here. We only have a couple more questions for indoor water use. How do you do your laundry?
Water energy efficient washing machine.
How many loads per day? Is it per day or per week?
I'll say 1 load a week. One load a day. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh.
I know with the little ones, sometimes laundry can pile up sometimes.
Yes.
All right, so once a day. And do you have a gray water system installed in your home?
Um.
And gray water is reused water from sinks, showers, and washing machines for outdoor watering?
No.
No? Okay. So I don't believe a lot of homes are going to have that system unless you have specifically put one in. Do you water a lawn or garden?
Yeah, I have a little mini garden, so yes.
Okay. So how much do you water? I know you said it's a small garden, so maybe is it under 99 square feet, you think?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. And it's probably like once a day.
Okay. And do you landscape with plants that require little to no water? So maybe native flowers or grasses?
Yes.
All right. Do you have a rain barrel?
No.
Oh, okay. So we will talk about rain barrels a little bit later. We have a special program for that. Do you have a swimming pool?
Nope.
No, no swimming pool. Okay. What about a car? Do you have a car?
Yes.
Of course. How else would you get around, right? How do you wash your car?
um, a garden hose at home?
Okay. And is it every day? Do you wash your car every day?
No. Like once a month. My husband washed the car, not me.
It's his responsibility. All right. Okay, so now we are on, oh, sorry, we were going through our outdoor water use. I meant to mention that. Now we're on to our virtual water use. So your direct water use so far is added up to 119 gallons, but that's just a small part of your total water footprint. So now we want to see how much water goes into making the food that you eat, the things that you buy, and energy that you use. So all of those things take water as well. Okay, so how many miles do you drive per week, would you say?
Okay, so first of all, we live in Port St. Lucie, so I'm gonna put that disclaimer out there. So I will say a week, 500 miles a week, because it's 50 miles each way.
Okay, because you're driving from Port St. Lucie to West Palm, right?
Yes.
Okay, so 500 miles a week. And we may not often think about this, but water does, it does take water to produce gasoline. So it's something to think about. All right, where do you live? I think I know that one, Florida. And where does your electricity come from?
um, Electric utilities.
Okay. And if you did have solar, this may be an opportunity for you to select that option too. How much do you shop? So don't include your groceries.
I like to shop.
Okay, like to shop. Uh-oh, our water is going up. Do you recycle paper?
I will say some because there's some that you can't just recycle.
Okay. What about plastic?
I also say some.
And bottles and cans?
Um, some.
Okay.
I won't say all.
Do you donate or reuse old clothing, sheets, blankets, and towels?
Sometimes.
Okay. And what's your diet? So this is for each person. Are you vegan, vegetarian, or meat eaters?
We're all meat eaters. So sorry.
Uh-oh. You guys can see our water use just went up the page. All right. So moving on, how often do you eat meat?
I would say twice a day.
Is that for everyone, you think?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're coming back down a little bit. At least it's not every meal. And how much do you spend on dog and cat food each month?
We don't have any dogs or cat. We do have a guinea pig, so that's not included.
All right. And what are you most interested in? So now we've reached the end. Now we want to know just what you're most interested in.
Getting my water footprint.
Okay. And what do you most want to learn about?
Virtual water use.
We have a question. What is your guinea pig's name?
So my 4-year-old decided to name our guinea pig Emma.
Oh. All right. Well, so now we have reached the end. So now we've calculated your water footprint. And let's see. So personal is about 1,600 gallons per day. Households about 6,500. The U.S. average is at about 1,800. So you beat the average. So now we can go and explore maybe some tips to see what you could possibly improve on. All right, so we can see here that there's the US average listed on this kind of right side column, and then we have your use listed right here. So maybe let's look at our shower, maybe some shower tips.
Okay.
All right, so you could put a bucket in the shower. So while you're waiting for the water to warm up, you can use the water that you catch for watering your plants. You can maybe even flush the toilet or use it for cleaning. I know you said you have a low flow shower head. Maybe spend less time in the shower. So sometimes we can lose track of time, maybe thoughts for the day. We're just kind of brainstorming in the shower or maybe singing some songs, doing a little dance. So we can keep track of how much time we're in the shower by using a shower timer. Or you can even maybe set an alarm on your phone, or we actually have shower timers that we often give away at events too. Just something that helps you keep track of the time that you're in there. And also think about turning off the water. So if you shave or brush your teeth in the shower, you can turn the water off to save some time and save water there. And let's see, let's go back here. Let's look at some other tips that maybe can help us. Oops, there we go. All right, so let's see. What else would you like to look at? What tips would you like, Unique?
Let's look at the kitchen sink.
Kitchen sink, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so don't let your faucet needlessly run. So while you're cooking, just don't let it just run down the drain. So turn it off, or if you need to use maybe a bucket or something to catch the water, and then you can use it later on. I know you said you have a low flow faucet on your sink, so we'll skip over that one. And yeah, so you could use like a large bowl or tub of water to wash your vegetables and fruits in. And don't use water to defrost frozen foods. Instead, leave them in the fridge overnight. So maybe just do a little bit of planning ahead of time. And let's see. We mentioned a bucket or pitcher in your kitchen to collect leftover drinking water, or water used to rinse the vegetables. You know, that water, even if you're rinsing your vegetables, you could take that water outside and water your garden with it too. All right, let's go back here. Maybe let's go to another part of the house. Maybe we go to outdoor water use, which your outdoor water use is looking pretty fantastic here. So, so not too bad on the outdoor water use. We will talk about that rain barrel in just a few minutes too. I do want to discuss that. Let's see. Anything from virtual water that stands out to you that you want to look at?
Let's look at electricity.
Electricity.
Yeah.
I kind of want to look at shopping habits next too.
Oh yeah.
Since we like to shop. All right. So let's see. So most people in the US get their electricity from power companies. And these have large water footprints. So maybe just think about your energy use and how you can conserve energy. There are a number of things that you can do inside to reduce your footprint there. Even installing LED light bulbs. You can use weather stripping to make sure that your building envelope is what we sometimes call it, is sealed so that you're not letting any of your, I don't know if anyone's using air conditioning today, but usually we do have the air conditioning running, and we don't want that escaping into the outside or letting hot air in. So that's a good thing to do that can help you conserve energy there. Conserve water. So it takes a lot of energy to pump, heat, treat, and move water. So if you use less water, you'll use less energy too. That will lower your water footprint. So some good tips there. Now let's look at one more. The shopping habits is what I want to go back to. I want to take a look at that. And then we're going to go over some really awesome resources that we have in the Office of Sustainability. Okay, so think before you buy. Do you really need to upgrade your phone? Do you really need to buy another pair of jeans? So it is known that Americans shop a lot, and as a result, we have one of the highest water footprints in the world. So really just thinking before you buy, do you really need to buy a new item? Can you repurpose something that you have, or maybe fix it? If your phone is broken or computer's broken, maybe take it to a repair shop, just see what kind of weigh the cost benefit analysis, I guess, there.
Yeah.
If you really do need to buy something new. We talked
Budget.
about
Budget is a good
budgeting.
Yeah.
Budgeting is important. And we talked about reusing or repurposing what you already have. Recycle everything that you can. The SWA, Solid Waste Authority, has great informational charts and even magnets. I have one on the side of my refrigerator that always reminds me what I can and cannot recycle. So I really try to recycle everything that I can. And donate whatever you can where it's appropriate. Buy quality reusable products. I know sometimes we really want to go the cheap route and buy something that's, maybe less expensive, but you have to think that sometimes a more durable, a more quality product is going to last longer. Maybe it's reusable, and is really going to last a lot longer for you, and you won't have to buy as many.
Yeah.
It's a good payoff there. Okay. So thank you for providing all of your information. This is just kind of a snapshot of what a water footprint looks like. And everyone's water footprint is going to be different. So I encourage you to go to watercalculator.org and put in all of your information. As you guys could see, this is really easy, really simple to go through. So just getting an idea of what your water footprint is can help you decide where you need to maybe make some changes. And now I want to talk about some of those resources. All right. So there are a lot of different water conservation resources out there that can help you, save water. We mentioned the low flow shower heads. We mentioned the low flow faucets. So pictured here on the top right, we have a kitchen aerator and a just regular faucet aerator. These are really helpful in that they add like little water bubbles into as the water is coming out. So it actually decreases the amount of water that's coming out of your faucet. Those are really, really helpful. And something to look into. A lot of newer built properties already have them installed. But if you have an older property, that definitely may be something to look at. And even if you have a newer property, go ahead and look and see. And if you are not sure if your faucet is, or your shower head is low flow, this flow meter bag over here on the left-hand side is really helpful at helping you determine whether or not your faucet or shower head is considered a low flow fixture. So this works, it has all the instructions laid out on it, and you basically just put it under your shower head or your faucet for a certain amount of time. It's not very long at all. And it helps you calculate how much water is coming out, and also gives you, it has like little symbols on there to let you know if maybe there's room there for improvement. So maybe something that you could look at to replace with a low flow fixture there. There's also these really awesome toilet tank leak detector tablets. These go into the tank of your toilet, and then you just leave the toilet, walk away, come back in about 10 minutes, look in the bowl of the toilet. And if you have any blue water in there, that is showing you that you have a leak from your tank to your bowl. And often that just means that you need to replace your flapper on your toilet, but it's really good just to take note of that and maybe routinely check just to make sure that you're not losing water that way. If you sometimes hear kind of like, we call them ghost flushes from your toilet, that's a sign of water that's leaking out. If if you're sitting maybe in the kitchen or in the living room and all of a sudden you hear your toilet running, I mean, that's a sign that something's not quite right. Your toilet shouldn't be running on its own. So just take a look at it, and those detector tablets are really, really helpful. And when we talk about outdoor water use, definitely use a spray hose nozzle here. That will help you from just letting the hose run. If you don't have any sort of way to stop the water from coming out, the water's just going to run out, run out, run out. So it's definitely helpful if you're washing your car or watering your garden. This will just help you control that water more. Also have a hose timer too. Those are really helpful. And also a rain gauge. So this can help you put this out, it kind of goes into the ground, kind of like a stake. And it can help you determine if it has rained, or if your sprinkler, if you do have a sprinkler, if that's hitting a certain area. So it can really help you know whether or not you need to water. So it's a good indicator there. There are also things such as moisture meters that you can get as well. Those will help you determine whether or not you need to water too. So really a lot of good resources that are out there. And this is not all of them. There are definitely a lot more. But I want to move on to some of our more special programs, I will say. So we have a rain barrel giveaway. So this is for City of West Palm Beach water customers. We give away one per household. And our next giveaway is on April 3rd. These are 55-gallon rain barrels. It's a really awesome way to capture the water that would normally just go down into the storm drain. And this is rainwater. This is water that is falling on your roof and being collected into the rain barrel. You can either hook it up if you have a gutter system. That's probably the most efficient way, but you do not necessarily have to have a gutter system. And we go over that in our virtual workshop. So since COVID, we've transitioned. We used to have in-person workshops. Now we have virtual workshops, and we have safe parking lot pickups. So we want to make sure that everyone's staying safe. If you are interested, go to wpb.org/savewater. We don't have the registration up for April 3rd yet, but I will send out in the follow-up email with the recording and everything to you guys. I'll send that link to you so you can go back and check on it. We will have it up hopefully soon, but just so that you know about our rain barrel giveaway. And also our high efficiency toilet voucher program. So if you have an older home, you may be flushing money right down the toilet. So older toilets can waste up to, or use up to, I should say, 5 to 7 gallons per flush, which is a lot of water. So you may qualify to receive free $125 vouchers to upgrade your toilets. So high efficiency toilets only use 1.28 gallons per flush. So this is a really great opportunity if you are a City of West Palm Beach water customer to, just fill out an application. We will send you the vouchers, $125 each. You can get up to 2 vouchers per residential property. And if you have a commercial property, you can apply for up to 20 vouchers. So that's a really good way to upgrade toilets. And if you're not sure, we can always help you determine if your toilet is maybe a low flush or high efficiency toilet or not. We can always walk you through that. But again, the applications are going to be on wpb.org/savewater. We also have a native tree giveaway. And play my little video. I don't know if it's going to play. Oh, there we go. All right, so we have a native tree giveaway. So we give City of West Palm Beach residents and businesses free native trees, 4 per property per year. We have an online tree application and again, those safe parking lot pickups. So our next giveaway is on March 6th. That registration is up on wpb.org/10ktrees. So if you're interested, native plants are a great way to reduce your water use too. So native plants do not require as much water as maybe a non-native would. So really great opportunity if you would like to get some trees, get some plants for your property. And next Friday, we have Industry Nurturing Nature, the bond between manatees and power plants. It's going to be at the same time, 12 p.m. on Zoom. In the follow-up email that I send to everyone, there will be the registration link in there if you are interested. But I do want to open it up to any questions or comments. If you guys have anything you want to add here, we're at about 12:28. So please, if you do have any questions, just drop them in the chat box and we'll address them. And if not, I just want to say thank you for joining us today. If you are interested in any of our other programs, we have a lot going on. So visit our webpage, wpb.org/green. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Our handle is @WPBGreen. So we share a lot of information on there as well. I don't see any questions coming in, so I guess we're going to go ahead and close it out. We have one. What do you suggest if a monthly water bill is way too much considering we follow strict water conservation protocols? And I think usually, Unique, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe we direct them to customer service to look at their water use.
Yes.
Yeah, so we just contact the public utilities. If you are a City of West Palm Beach water customer, contact the public utilities customer service. And I do want to also mention we have a program called Drop Counter, or it's an app, something you can put on your phone. You can also access it on your computer as well. But any City of West Palm Beach residential water customer can sign up for Drop Counter. And that also is a way that you can track your water usage as well. And I think that's all that we have here. I don't see any other questions. So if you guys do think of any questions, you can always email us, sustainability@wpb.org. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you've learned something about your water footprint. And I hope that everyone has a great rest of their Friday and a great weekend. Happy weekend, everybody. Bye.